Now I'm here on the wonderful Mariner of the Seas, and in this video we're going to talk about everything that I loved and hated about Mariner of the Seas. As you can see here, I'm on deck 6, overlooking the promenade in the background. And while we're on the subject, let's go talk about the promenade. Now one thing I can say is I just like that it's a promenade. Now this isn't an Oasis class ship or higher where they have a nice wide promenade, but it's a promenade nevertheless. I'm coming off of a sailing on Brilliance of the Seas, and that has the centrum/atrium style, and just in my opinion, I was not a fan of it. Now, the one cool thing about Mariner, you can see right behind me, it has sort of that centrum, atrium type of feel mixed in with the promenade. As you see, it goes all the way down to deck 3, and you see it goes all the way up here to whatever deck that is. I think that's 8 right there. So you kind of have that feel of the old school stuff, but then you also get a touch of the new school stuff with the promenade here. This is one thing that I like here off the promenade. If you just come off the promenade and go past Playmakers and Cafe Promenade, you come through here to the library. This is a really cool spot that I love. All right, you got the library, so really cool spot. You can come here and chill, play some games. Also has an exit right there that'll take you out to the helipad, which is actually pretty cool. A lot of people don't realize that door actually take you out to the helipad. But yeah, the library car rooms. Another thing that people don't realize is you can go out to the helipad from the Star Lounge. Right now they have something going on here, but when there's nothing going on in the Star Lounge, you could actually come here and lounge. And the seating is really comfortable, but that's if nothing is going on. Now here's one thing that I don't like, and this is one of those rare things that I don't like about Mariner is Playmakers. It's right off of the promenade. It's inside the promenade. Right here behind me is Cafe Promenade. Another thing here, like, so if you're in Playmakers and you're trying to watch a game, like let's say, because Playmakers can get full, a lot of people, they'll camp out here in Cafe Promenade watching, like, let's say college football or NFL, what have you. And the problem is, if you're watching here, people will walk through, especially right now, people are trying to take pictures. It can be kind of annoying. So that's one part that I don't like about Playmakers being here in the promenade. Like on Freedom and like on some Oasis class ships, they'll have it either in the boardwalk, or like in Freedom, they'll have it on deck 4 in like right by the casino. So this one's in the promenade, but I guess this is the only place they could have put it because this is smaller than like a Freedom or Oasis class ship. But you see the Playmakers here is not that big, it's kind of small. You know, that's one other thing that I don't like about the Playmakers here. It's like it's real small. So you can see not a whole lot of room. You see like the ceilings are a little bit smaller than what I've seen on Playmakers on the other class ships. You know, the ceilings are much higher, it's much more spread out. But nevertheless, like the food and drinks and stuff in here is really good. And also Playmakers is included in the unlimited dining package. All right, here's one thing I love about Mariner of the Seas, and it is Cafe Promenade pizza. You can see the pizza here way better. I'm full. Ooh. Where you got from? Oh, Indonesia. Indonesia? Oh, okay. Tag team. That's cool. Now, one thing about, and it's actually kind of funny, the reaction there, or the interaction there. One thing that I do like about Mariner is the crew. The crew is absolutely amazing. I was just actually talking to a guy, Paul. He was our waiter for the first time we were on Mariner. And then, you know, these guys, I've seen this guy multiple times on Mariner, being on here. And then, of course, the pizza there. The pizza in Cafe Promenade, in my opinion, and this is also the opinions of a few other cruises that I talked to, is way better than Sorrento's. I was just on Brilliance, and they have, I think, Park Cafe. No, you're good. They have Park Cafe in the Solarium. This pizza, hands down, in my opinion, way better. Now, I'll say something. Like, I just showed you the pizza there. One funny thing is, I noticed something. They did something a little different out here. They did something a little different with the pizza here. Before, it wasn't as crispy. The pizza here now is much more crispier. It has like a little bit more of a char to it, which in my opinion, it's way, way better. The pizza is way better now. Let me mention this other little small thing about the crew. Now, this is my 4th time on Mariner within 3 months. Now, one thing with the crew and the crew being so nice and helpful, etc., you actually have to get out there and talk to the crew. So the crew is great. I haven't met any crew members that is kind of like, or makes the, the cruise a little bit, So, piece of advice, you come on the ship, talk to the crew, get to know them. They're actually really nice. They'll be very helpful, and you'll be surprised. Like, there's some things you might think you can't get done, but if you make friends with the crew members, they can actually help you and go above and beyond. Now, directly behind me is another thing that I love about Mariner of the Seas. You actually get Azumi Hibachi. Not just Azumi Sushi, but Azumi Hibachi. And that is included in the unlimited dining package. Of course, you have to pay a little bit extra. But that is one of the things I absolutely love, because if I'm going on a ship and I know it has Azumi Sushi, I'm actually more inclined to get either the unlimited dining package or the 3-night dining package. And again, like I said earlier, there's not too much that I dislike about Mariner, but if there's one I can also throw in here, as you see directly behind me, I'm in front of the Royal Theater. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of the production shows that they have here on Mariner of the Seas. They're just okay, in my opinion. Like I say, I've been on this ship 4 times in the last 3 months, and I have not gone back since the first sailing. I haven't been eager to go back here and watch any of the production shows that they have on Mariner. So if I can say that's one downside, that's it, the production shows. But I do go see the comedy show, or if they have a juggler, etc., because that's always different. The shows are pretty much always the same. Now, here's one thing I love about Mariner of the Seas is this is their shower room. They have a steam room and sauna. Steam room and sauna is great, but the main attraction of why I love this is you can use the showers here in Mariner of the Seas. There's 3 right here. There's also an extra one for 4, number 5, and then they have an accessible shower right here. Now, if there's no one using this, hey, you can come in here and use the accessible one just for some more space. But nevertheless, you can use this one. You can see they got rainfall shower heads with the wand. Just depends on which one you want to use. I'll open this one up so you can see it. Same thing. Rainfall shower head with the wand. A lot more space than what you would get in your typical standard stateroom. Because most staterooms don't have showers that big. And a little piece of advice. They have the towels already for you. All you got to do is bring your washcloth and your soap, whatever soap you need, or they have soap on the inside. And walking outside of the gym here, you go to the right. And this is one of those little things I love about Mariner of the Seas that has all these little nooks and crannies that you don't get on a lot of other cruise ships. You walk out here, you got to go to the right, and this will take you to the Peekaboo Bridge. You can come here and just have a good view of the forward, or even if you want to stand out through here and maybe take some pictures, whatever. It's a bit windy right now out here by the bridge, but right there is the gym. So be careful if you're doing anything goofy out here. If you're picking your butt, picking your nose, trying to make out with a girl or something, everyone can see you in the gym right there. Excuse the wind, but this is the view that you get forward coming out here towards the bridge on deck 11. And you can see right into the bridge where the captains are and all that stuff. You can see directly down in there. And then if you look a little bit further, you can see the helipad. You see the helipad there, and you could actually access that. And we're gonna go down there right about now. I was just up there at the Peekaboo Bridge looking down onto here, and here is the helipad, guys. Look at this. It's a nice, cool, chill place. Nice place for some photo ops. You can stand here just like this, get you some photos with the bridge behind you, or you can get pictures on the bow right here. And whatever, really nice place. You can watch sunsets or sunrises here. I love the helipad. You actually have access to it. And the reason I love this spot, particularly on Mariner, is on Oasis class ships, you don't have access to the helipad. On Brilliance of the Seas or the Radiance class ships, the helipad is not as nice as this one. The ground here on this one is much better than the one on the Radiance class ships from my experience. And if you've been on Radiance class ships, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot less seating on the Radiance class ships. You can see there's way more seating. Right here, there's seating right behind me. And just on the Radiance class ships, they look old. So again, Helipad is a cool place that I love on Mariner of the Seas. All right, walking into the Windjammer, this is one thing that I absolutely love about Mariner of the Seas. And no, it is not the Christmas gingerbread house setup. It is this in the very back. Just wait. And that is coming out here. If you come to the Windjammer, you come directly to the back. And if it's available, you can sit along the chairs here along this row, and you can eat and get all these Ave views. A very peaceful spot. You know, you get a little sun rays from the sun that peeks through here, but you can see right now the Windjammer is closing, but definitely come along the back here and eat along this back section in the Windjammer. Really, really cool. And I mean, you can't beat those views. And of course, they have Chops Grill as a specialty restaurant, along with, man, this is probably one of my favorite outside of Izumi Hibachi, and that is Jamie's Italian. Now, I love Jamie's way more than I love Giovanni's. It blows out of the water. Oh my gosh, my guy Kadek from Indonesia.
From Indonesia.
Yes, he was one of our waiters here. Amazing. And again, I tell you, the crew is amazing here on Mariner. See, again, you see it in person. I didn't pay him for this. He's that great.
He's a good guy.
Yes, he's a very good guy. But Jamie's Italian, I absolutely love Jamie's. Again, I tried Giovanni's table on a different ship, and just the menu at Jamie's is way better. And of course, Chops over there, and then Jamie's is also included in your unlimited dining package. Now, if you're smart and you don't want to get the dining package, etc., catch it on sale. We got Jamie's lunch for $12.99 per person. Imagine that. Here's one thing that I do like about Mariner of the Seas, and this is the arcade room. And now, in my opinion, this is the biggest arcade I've seen on any Royal Caribbean ship. I haven't been on Icon or Utopia, so I don't know how big theirs is to compare, but look as I walk through here. I've been on Oasis class ships, Freedom class ships, obviously this class ship, and Radiance class. And look at this arcade room. This thing is massive for being on a cruise ship. Now, how much the games cost, that's a whole nother matter. But man, you see this arcade is just humongous. And it doesn't stop there. It continues on through here as you get closer to the Teens Club. See, they have the air hockey and more air hockey games along with these games. But I'm telling you, the arcade here on Mariner of the Seas, this is the best that I've seen. So if you're gonna have your kids come here, or if you're gonna be a big kid, definitely choose wisely and spend your money wisely in here, because you can blow a lot of money here in this arcade. Cool thing about Mariner of the Seas is they have 2 pools, they have tons of hot tubs, and of course they have the solarium over to my left, which is even more space. But from what I've noticed here on Mariner of the Seas, and I know a lot of people complain about this when it comes to just cruise ships in general, the chair hogs. They're like, oh, people try hog chairs, we can't find a spot by the pool to sit down and blah blah blah. I've been on this cruise ship 4 times within 3 months. I have not seen the issue of chair hogs on the ship. Now, granted, I'm not hanging out by the pool, etc., etc. Do not adjust your TV screens or your phones. I'm black, which means I'm not hanging out by the pool. I'm not trying to get darker, but I do like pools. And ironically, I've never been in the pool or a hot tub on a cruise ship. Go figure, right? But I've never seen the issue of chair hogs, and out of all of my time on Mariner of the Seas. Here up in Ellington's on deck 14, a lot of people come here to come chill out. You can look out onto the pool deck and you get a nice cool view. You can sit along here and just chill, order your drink and just chill, whether you watch a sunset or sunrise, whatever. It's really chill. A lot of people can come here and do some work. But this is one of the cool things that I like about Mariner of the Seas. You come up here and you just chill in Ellington's. Like you can't beat this. It's a really chill spot. The music's really mellow. You don't have to worry about the wind or the rowdiness that's going on decks 12 and 11. And in Ellington's, they also have the nightclub here and et cetera, et cetera. But this is one of the things that I do love about Mariner of the Seas. I have to say this, is that it's a big ship, but it's not too big, and it's a small ship, but it's not too small. So this ship actually reminds me of Freedom of the Seas, just a little bit smaller. It's like it takes everything that Freedom of the Seas has and it just puts it into like a smaller, compact ship. This ship is very easy to navigate, very, very easy. You can get around this ship very, very easy. They have the Playmakers, they have the Zumi Hibachi, they have Jamie's, and they have Child's Grill. Now, the one thing that they don't have that Freedom has is the Splashaway Bay on the pool deck. But hey, I'm not a kid, and I usually don't cruise with my kids a lot. So hey, I'm fine with that. But even if you were a parent, you'll be fine. Like with this, the kids have plenty of space. There's 2 pools, so you have no issue. Now, like I say, it's a slightly older ship, but smaller. You don't get the aqua show. You're not gonna get the aqua show. You're not gonna get like the production shows like Grease Cats, Mamma Mia, and I think the Wizard of Oz is on one of the newest ships. But you're not gonna get that stuff on this ship. And you know, it's just something you have to live with. But you do get the ice show in Studio B. You have the Crown Lounge and the Suite Concierge over there, and it's really cool. And that's my list. If you've been on Mariner, let me know the things that you love and hate about Mariner in the comments below. I absolutely love this ship. And as you can see from the video, there are very few things that I hate. I'll see you guys in the next one.